If you open your hand, you may receive everything. If you do not get it from yourself, where will you go for it? If you are unable to find the truth right where you are, where else do you expect to find it? Truth is not far away. It is nearer than near. There is no need to attain it, since not one of your steps leads away from it. Cease from practice based on intellectual understanding, pursuing words, and following after speech. Those who seek the easy way do not seek the true way. Do not think you will necessarily be aware of your own enlightenment. Do not practice Buddha Dharma with the thought that it is to benefit others. If you think you can become enlightened just by worshiping images and relics, this is a mistaken view. It is wrong to cling to what you should not believe in, or to fail to ask about a truth you should seek. Why abandon a seat in your own home to wander in vain through dusty regions of another land? If you make one false step, you miss what is right before your eyes. Life and death are of supreme importance. Time swiftly passes by and opportunity is lost. Each of us should strive to awaken. Awaken. Take heed. Do not squander your life. Do not travel to other dusty lands, forsaking your own sitting place. If you cannot find the truth where you are now, you will never find it. Listen to the voice within yourself. Forgetting oneself is opening oneself. When you let go, the Dharma fills your hands. If we seek the Buddha outside the mind, the Buddha changes into a devil. If you want to see things just as they are, then you yourself must practice just as you are. To start from the self and try to understand all things is delusion. To let the self be awakened by all things is enlightenment. Every man possesses the Buddha nature. Do not demean yourselves. People who truly follow the way would do well to conceal the fact that they are Buddhists. Yet you must not cling to the words of the old sages either. They too may not be right. Even if you believe them, you should be alert so that, in the event that something superior comes along, you may follow that. You should stop searching for phrases and chasing after words. Take the backward step and turn the light inward. Your body-mind of itself will drop off and your original face will appear. If you want to attain just this, immediately practice just this. Students of the Way must not study Buddhism for the sake of themselves. They must study Buddhism only for the sake of Buddhism. The key to this is to renounce both body and mind without holding anything back and to offer them to the great sea of Buddhism. The time of our delusion does not obstruct the time of our realization. Our practice is not in order to attain realization. Practice itself is the actualization of realization. What is the way of the Buddha? It is to study the self. What is the study of the self? It is to forget oneself. To forget oneself is to be enlightened by everything in the world. Enlightenment is intimacy with all things. Practice and enlightenment are one. Just sit zazen and see things as they are. Zazen is an activity that is an extension of the universe. Zazen is not the life of an individual. It's the universe that's breathing. In the mundane, nothing is sacred. In sacredness, nothing is mundane. The whole moon and the entire sky are reflected in one dewdrop on the grass. Nothing in the entire universe is hidden. Sitting is the gateway of truth to total liberation. When both body and mind are at peace, all things appear as they are, perfect, complete, lacking nothing. The time of our delusion does not obstruct the time of our realization. Our practice is not in order to attain realization. Practice itself is the actualization of realization. Mountains and oceans have whole worlds of innumerable wondrous features. We should understand that it is not only our distant surroundings that are like this, but even what is right here, even a single drop of water. Meditation is not a way to enlightenment, nor is it a method of achieving anything at all. It is peace itself. It is the actualization of wisdom, the ultimate truth of the oneness of all things. There are mountains hidden in mountains. There are mountains hidden in hiddenness. This is complete understanding. Handle even a single leaf of green in such a way that it manifests the body of the Buddha. This in turn allows the Buddha to manifest through the leaf. The sound of running water is Buddha's great speech. At the moment of giving birth to a child, is the mother separate from the child? You should study not only that you become a mother when your child is born, but also that you become a child. When we discover that the truth is already in us, we are all at once our original selves. One must be deeply aware of the impermanence of the world. Flower falls, even though we love it, and a weed grows, even though we do not love it. Your body is like a dewdrop on the morning grass. Your life is as brief as a flash of lightning. Momentary and vain, it is lost in a moment. The recognition of the coming and going of things is a first step in training and practice. What is reality? An icicle forming in fire. Consider that nirvana is itself no other than our life. Coming, going, the water birds don't leave a trace, don't follow a path. Emptiness is bound to bloom, like hundreds of grasses blossoming. The recognition of the coming and going of things is a first step in training and practice. Flower falls even though we love it, and a weed grows even though we do not love it. Swim as they may, fish find no end to the sea. Fly as they may, birds find no end to the sky. This dew-like life will fade away. Avoid involvement in superfluous things. Beings, things, and events do not exist in time. Being, things, and events are times. The coming and going of birth and death is a painting. Unsurpassed enlightenment is a painting. The entire phenomenal universe and the empty sky are nothing but a painting. If we look at the world with a deluded body and mind, we will think that our self is permanent. But if we practice correctly and return to our true self, we will realize that nothing is permanent.